So I came across this video the other day, a woman who was talking about veganism and why veganism is the answer. It is the way forward. It is the solution to all of the animal abuse that's happening in the world. And that people who eat meat deserve to die. So at the time that I was watching this, I was like, wow, is this woman out of her mind, crazy? But that was just my initial response. After that, I took a step back and I looked at, okay, this is very much like a lot of other forms of extremism. You see it a lot in religion, but also, you know, we have different parts of our lives where this kind of extremism comes up, where we are so opinionated about something and so unwilling to consider any other perspective, possibility, or anything. We hold on so tight to our beliefs and defend them so vigorously. And within doing that, it's so restrictive. We constrict ourselves to just this one thing that now dictates some part of our life or some part of ourselves, who we are and how we'll live. And we don't question it at all. We don't consider that maybe there's another way, maybe there's a middle ground. So now veganism is not going to save the world, and it's not going to save the animals. The answer is never as simple as just doing one thing. Animal abuse is a multifaceted, interconnected structural issue. This problem doesn't come from people eating animals. It comes from how people see animals. It comes from our relationship to animals. And within that, that's a reflection of our relationship with ourselves. We regard animals as not being worthy of not having value other than the financial value that they can bring to us. Obviously, when I say we, I don't mean every single human being, but because animal abuse is so common, it is definitely a norm. So it's, generally speaking, most people have this or some degree of this type of relationship with animals. So even within how we treat animals, the part of that that's a reflection of ourselves is that part where we take out all of the aggression, all of the cruelty, all of the nastiness that we have within us, and we channel it out onto another, so in this case an animal. And obviously this is now in regards to physical abuse, where you see those videos of people beating animals in factory farms and stuff like that. But then there's the other aspect where animals are used as commodities. They're traded as commodities in, for example, factory farming. But it's not just factory farming, it's also in sports, it's also in as being sold as pets. Animals, for the most part, are very directly linked to our economic positions. So it's a reflection as well of our relationship to money and the money system and what we've created as our economy, as how we work with money, where we are willing to go to the lengths of abusing or neglecting or mass producing and factory farming living beings. We are willing to do that in order to make money. So stopping to eat meat is just one aspect that, yes, it may alleviate some parts of the abuse that animals experience at our hands. But the kind of mental shift that's required to take place is not just about our diets, it's about who we are. It always comes back to that, because you have farmers who treat their animals with respect, who give them dignified and good lives. And you have farmers who don't. You have farmers who do factory farming with plants and with animals, where sustainability is not considered, where our future is not considered, where the health and happiness of the animals is not considered. And then you have farmers who are practicing sustainable farming. So that's the difference that we can look at, where we within ourselves need to change how we work with the world around us, with the people around us, with the animals around us. And there are people who are starting to stand as that example of what is possible, of the kind of relationships that we can build, the kind of respect we can live towards each other and towards animals, plants, nature, and everything around us. So the answer is never that easy or that simple as stopping to eat meat, because that won't change anything, because the problem is so much more, it's so much bigger, it goes so much deeper than just food. It's who we are, and that is something that, yes, is going to take time to change. There are countries and cultures where animals are simply not respected at all. They are not considered as sentient beings. They're not considered as even having enough value or worth or life in them to experience pain. So there are a lot of things that need to change. And the approach that we need to take as a society and as a people needs to be multifaceted. It needs to address the common core issue, which in every single issue in all of the world and all of the things around us is us, who we are. Because there are a lot of different systems that could work very well if who we were within them was different, if we were to live differently and treat each other with respect. So, thank you for watching. If you would like to support me, you can do so on Patreon. The link is below. If you'd like me to expand on this topic or answer any specific questions, then you can leave a comment or send a direct message, or you can make a video request of a different topic if you want. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.